Hello. Hi there. How are you doing? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. We are back with another song that I love. I love music. This is the this is the section called I Love Music, where I just want to share some songs and performances with you and performance art with you that really move me. I there's this thing called like pebbling. Shout out to let me see who wrote that comment on the last video, the last time we did this. But there's a thing called pebbling where people share. We're penguins. It's a penguin, and like to bring a mate to them, they bring a pebble to their penguin lady penguins, and in hopes of winning her love and affection and her loyalty forever. But like it's the idea of bringing little things, cute things, that you want to share with people you love. But hold on, let me see who said it. But somebody left a comment that basically said, sharing music is my love language. But I want to give credit to the person. So hold on one moment. But Alice Smith is amazing. This song called Full for You. I first heard it by CeeLo Green. But when I heard her sing this song, I said, this is no longer a CeeLo Green song. This is Alice Smith's song, and you'll see why. Okay, it says, oh yes, okay, so it's Nick's Tricks 84. Shout out to you. So Nick's Tricks 84 says, first time hearing these artists, and that was the Luke James and Samo. Shout out to Chica. Thank you, Chica. Chica let me know that that's how you pronounce his name, Samo, like the T is silent. Okay, so Nick's Tricks 84 says, first time hearing these artists, being put on to good music and swapping music with friends is a whole love language. Thanks for loving on us. You're welcome. Also that string section, exactly. Just wonderful, right? I feel the same way. I love sharing music. That is my love language too. I love sharing music with people I love. Like the idea of pebbling is you have such a joyous experience that you want to share it with somebody else. You want that other person to experience that as well, So I hope that y'all like these songs that I'm sharing. If you have any recommendations for other songs to listen to, let me know. I'm always open to getting good music. I usually listen to the same music over and over and over again. It's a thing. But yeah, I'm open to new music. If it's good and it moves me, if it moves you, please share, because I love being moved. Okay. This song right here, Miss Alice Smith, okay? Talented is not even the word I want to use for her. She is out of this world. She is in a league of her own. Like every time I see her perform, she takes your breath away. Like she's stunning. And the first time I heard her sing was a song called Dreams. I'm trying to see what year that was. I think it was like 2006. 2000, 2000, let me see. But I heard her on like 96.3. For those who aren't in the DMV area, 96.3 is like old school. It depends what hour. But like they play gospel music on Sunday, and then after 12, it's like, it's back to like old school music. But yes, so Dreams year. Okay, yeah, 2006. I thought so. So I was 16 when this came out, and I loved when this song came on the radio. The other one, Dreams. Check it out, please. She's amazing, but she caught my attention because she's so different. Excuse me. Her voice. Let me just play the song for you so that you know what I'm talking about. But Alice Smith, everybody, singing, or her rendition of, and it is her rendition. It's unlike anything I've ever heard before. Full for You. I hope you enjoy. Honestly, what else is there to say? For real though, like, so chills. So it's interesting because when I first watched this, I was like my mouth was just agape. Much like a lot of people in the audience, I felt like how they're responding is very like underwhelming. It doesn't really meet. It doesn't really match the energy she's giving, but I also understand, right? She is a phenom. She is such an artist where she demands your full attention and she just asks to be witnessed. Like there's no like shout out to the background singers, y'all did that thing, right? But the main event was her. And I love her because she's such a free expression of herself. Like she's unleashed. Like she doesn't feel like she's held back by what we might consider uh mistakes or risky. Like she takes, I should say, excuse me. She takes a lot of risks. She takes a lot of risks and she lands every one. And it's not about it being perfect or it being pretty. Like it is pretty, it's beautiful, right? But it's gritty, it's brave, it's in your face. It's like, oh, it's just like it's so passionate. Oh, it's so much passion in this performance. The words in itself are like, yeah, like are they sexually charged? Sure. But like it's not even sexual. Like it is sexual energy, but it's something different. It's like it's something again brave. And so Alice Smith is one of my favorite performers, period, hands down. She makes me feel something every time she sings. And she also reminds me of she did a cover of Nina Simone's, and I might watch that next in this episode because we're gonna go through the song, but I do want to do that song too. But Alice Smith sings fearlessly, flat-footed, and she looks so small and such a big brave voice comes out of her, and she emotes through her voice and her expressions. And she's also confident and she's also having so much fun. These are like my overall thoughts about the song before we get into like the breakdown. But yes, but she is that girl, okay? So Alice Smith, if you ever see this, I love you. I think you're amazing. Like I'm fangirling, okay? Because she leaves me in such awe. And if you saw like Marsha Ambrosius was in the audience, I think that's how you pronounce her name, but she was in the audience and she just had like this like stank face. When I listen to Alice Smith, all I can do is make a stank face. It ain't no pretty face over here. You feel me? Like I feel it. It's like electric. Like it's time out for trying to be pretty. You feel me? It's time out for trying to be pretty. Excuse me. Oops. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with this right now because I feel like the gain is too much. But anyway, but it's not about being pretty. It's about her being honest. And she's such an honest singer. And so as she's singing this song to her love, like basically the song is like, I'm a fool for you, right? Like anything you want, you got it, whatever. Like you never have to worry about being alone again. It's me, like it's like period. But, cool that she's singing about a lover, but I'm dialed into her though. And the way that she sings it in a way that you believe it. You believe what she's saying. Like, and even though like, is it wise to be a fool for anybody? No, right? But she's performing it like she doesn't care. You feel me? Like, it's almost like she knows it's not good to be this in love with someone. But at the same time, she doesn't really care. So like, she doesn't like this man. It's almost like Beyonce Crazy in Love, like how she's like, yeah, I am crazy in love, right? This is like similar to me. It's like whatever you want, you got it. So yeah, let's listen to the song again. Again, phenomenal in my Janelle Monáe voice. All right, here we go. We haven't even gotten far. Just flat-footed. I'm gonna start this song. I'm not gonna be shy about it. When I first start singing, I'm shy. Okay, I'm trying to get comfortable, trying to get in my body. I'm trying to catch my breath, right? She's like, hear me. I came to say something like that opening, like, that note that she did in her way. I can't even do it. Is like, hey, I'm cutting through all the noise. Pay attention to me. I have something to say. Brave. Brave. And like, look at her face. Look at this woman's face. She looks like a woman, like, dangerously in love. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Okay, again, I'm going to be annoying pausing throughout this whole song, but like that deep, that real, that like very woof, woof, right? Like very, a lot of energy. She has a lot of energy coming out of her. Like not just her voice, but just herself. Like standing, she's standing with her arms to the side. You know what I mean? Like taking up space. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. That deep, that real, that powerful stuff. You know, blah blah blah, powerful stuff. But anyway, yes. And then I also love how she stop. Like it's almost like a ah. I love how she does that. And it's just like open mouth, and she creates sounds with her mouth that aren't worried about being pretty. I don't know how to explain it. It's like she sounds amazing, don't get me wrong, but her voice is not pretty. She's not worried about being pretty. She's worried about like again, communicating this correctly. Like she communicates the song correctly. Those that get it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yes. Okay, let's keep going. I'm sure there's more later. Okay, the attitude. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. Right? Like she's so sure. Like she's performing this song so she's so sure about the love that she feels for this person that like you can't tell her anything. Like she's impenetrable. Like you know how like when you're so in love or Twitter pated or whatever, like your guards are down, like being foolishly whatever. If we're when we were young and doing things like that, your guards are down. You're just like all in it, and you just feel so like safe, you know. But I'm sure with people that make you feel safe, you can feel that way. You know what I mean? But yeah, like can nobody tell me nothing? She gonna say it is what it is, right? And I'm just like the guts with which she sings, and of course, like again, how she sounds is amazing because it's so interesting and it's so fun and it's so brave. And it sounds good. So, all right. One thing I really appreciate about Alice Smith is that she plays with the bottom. I love that she's unafraid to play in the bottom. I think when people think about women voices, they tend to think about like, oh, she can go high, and we think about like range and like doing all these runs and up and down or whatever. I love women that play in the bottom. You know what I mean? Yes, like because that takes so much stamina. It takes a lot of stamina, like and when you're flat on the low notes you can tell, you know what I mean, like it's like it takes strength. It takes a lot of strength to play in the bottom, and I love that she plays in the bottom. Specifically there was something she just did. Let's see. Okay, like that go, like you know what I mean, like that. People generally don't do that because it's not a pretty sound, you know. It's not a safe sound. But again, she's brave and she takes risks, but her risks work. They work. It's almost like she knows how her voice sounds, and it's not that she's trying to make her voice sound like somebody else. She is herself. Like she knows how her voice sounds. She knows how to play with her voice. She has a relationship with her voice. You know what I mean? A very intimate relationship with her voice. You know, a deep relationship with her voice that she does things and she trusts her voice and her voice trusts her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not performative. even though this is a performance. But it's not performative as in like, I'm not going to be palatable to you. And I love that Alice Smith is not palatable. You like she is, obviously. You know what I'm trying to say. She's not concerned with that. And this is me, obviously. This is my interpretation of art. So it could be completely wrong. And she's like, girl, I am performing. But no, but it seems like she's very free in that she knows herself and loves herself and knows her gift and how to work her gift, and also how to take care of her gift and how to like love her gift. Like she's not ashamed of it or afraid of it. What is word? She trusts her gift. She sings like she trusts her voice, So yeah, I think that's why it works. But okay, let me keep going. She changes the sound of her voice so much within this song, and it puts emphasis on what the song is saying, again, yes, obviously it's a sexual song, but it's passion more than that, more than sexual to me. It's just a passionate song, but it is also sexual because period. But here we go. The way that she's shaking her head when she's singing right now, like the way they say that you just don't exist. Like, can you believe it? It's just, she's so good. She's so good. She's so good. Like, she's an experience. Okay? An experience. All right. Even that like that, I can't do it. But what she just did, like, it's so brave and it's so textured and it's so layered. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that specific. Y'all told you I'm geeky when it comes to music, but that because I experience it, But that growl that she had. First of all, I cannot do a growl. My voice would be like, girl. But she can do it and she can do it well. But yes. Like, you see what I'm saying? How she comes to the bottom, and how in the last song I talked about Luke James, I think it was him, and he let the bottom out. Like, he let the bottom just woof. That's what I feel like she does here. Like, just strong energy with every drop. So this part, the full for you part. Yes. Okay. That part. So she's amazing. She's amazing. And like how she even stands flat footed. I mean, she's wearing heels, but like flat footed in the stance. Like, let me plant myself here. She plants herself before she belts these low notes. And I love that. I just love it because she's unafraid. I think, and the reason why I feel this is because much like misogyny in, with patriarchy and things like that, it also spills into music, right? And so like if you're not, and obviously I'm not speaking about like how she looks necessarily, because yeah, okay, cool. Like if you're light skinned, you got long hair, all this other stuff, you're thin, okay, cool. But even the way that you sound, if your voice is too deep, you're not favored. If your voice is too gritty, you're not favored. The industry is also misogynistic in the way that they value the quality of someone's voice, And that's one of the reasons why I like Meg the Stallion specifically, because when she raps, her voice is a little lower. It's more oomph to it. You know what I mean? Than sometimes other rappers. And nothing against those rappers either. You know, that's fine. But like she's reminiscent to me of like 90s hip hop, like where women got to be expressive in that way. You know, like in your face and proud. And I don't think that it ever, I mean, maybe it never stopped being that way, but it just feels different. It just feels different. Like the bottom was there. Anyway, so yes, I'm just happy. It just does something to my heart to see her playing with the bottom. Like, oh, can she go up? Absolutely. But she chooses to stay here because even staying at the bottom is like taking up space. I'm not going to perform femininity for you, even in the way that I sing this song. I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to ask. I'm going to demand. I'm going to take up space. I mean, even though in the song she's like, "Oh, I'm going to do anything for you." But you see what I'm saying? Like in the way that she's doing it, the energy just feels different. And this to me feels like that. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. But yes, okay. Yes, it does something for me. It's a freeing feeling. It's a warm feeling. And yeah, it's a warm feeling because it's her taking up space as a woman. And I love that. Okay, next. Whoever is playing behind her, shout out to you two. Okay, let me go back. And it's like he's accenting what she's saying. He's not doing, or she's not doing too much. I can't see who's on the keys, but they're not doing too much, like to, as in to like overpower her or overshadow what she's doing or compete with her. They're accenting what she's doing, as in like it's like a call and response. It's that I hear what you're saying. Yes, you're doing great. Like sing, and you'll see that like in like churches and stuff like that, where I mean churches, but I guess other performances too, where someone will be singing and then like the piano will play in response, and then they'll sing and they'll play, like they might add a little more color or change like the chord. You know what I'm saying? Like that comes from church. And so for me, it's like, and it also comes from enslavement, long story, but that call and response, I love how this person is accenting what she's singing. So let me play that part for you and point it out if I can find it. So yes, like playing, we're also going to come back to her singing that part, but playing behind her, not overshadowing, like I said, or overpowering, but like accenting and like adding sprinkles on a cupcake. You know what I mean? Or icing. It's like she's the cupcake. You know, the artists, like it's a collaboration, yes, but like her, she's the event. And so the artists are like the sprinkles and the, you know, the icing. But yeah, he's doing that very well, in my opinion. So let me go back, because she also did something amazing. I just got to make the ugly face. I can't, like, this is not a cute, this is not a cute song. But her, when she said that, stuff, even with her hands taking up space, like she knows what she's doing with her voice. And I love, because you'll see some singers sometimes sing with their voice. I know I do that, because it helps me to sing. It helps me to sing. It helps me to know what I'm doing. And you can see that she also does that. She moves her body a lot. She's also performing the song and showing you exactly what she's talking about. But she's also taking up space, like that stuff, right? So yeah, that's what I was talking about. But we'll continue. Okay. I think the next line is like, I ain't got no more pride. Let me play it. And she doesn't. She's shameless. She's shameless in this song in the best way. Like it's it's like she's begging her partner. You know what I mean? Like whining, complaining. Um she's doing this. She's doing this. That's the word I was looking for. Bratty. It's very bratty. But yes, but perfect, perfect. Okay, so this line of the song is "Sweet sugar, I surrender. I don't want no other man, baby, you win." Right? And so the way that she's singing it, you can hear it in her voice. Like it's like almost like a sadness, like almost like a grieving, but also like a fine, like an exhausted sigh, like when you finally relent. You know what I mean? It's like like that's how it seems like she's singing it, like almost like teary, like in a teary way, in an exhausted teary way. And I'm guessing like the story of the song is that like maybe this relationship she was being like, oh, I don't want to date, I don't want to whatever, and this person won her over. I don't know, maybe that's or I don't believe in love or whatever, and this man like changed her life. That's what I'm guessing the song, the way that she's performing it anyway, the story is about. But yeah, if that's the case, then yes, I get it. That's what it seems like she's doing. So yeah. That part where she just saying there's nothing that ooh I wouldn't do. She was singing until her last breath, and that communicates something when you're singing a song. Like it communicates breathlessness is like it makes you feel like when someone's talking and they need to take a breath. Okay, let me do that just now, right? It's like okay, here we go. It's like when you're talking or you're watching something on TV and like someone's communicating something in a conversation and like they need to take a breath because there's no way in the world they can keep talking without taking a breath because how big are their lungs? How much oxygen is really in their lungs? What are we talking about, right? And then you get to the end of the sentence and they're like they keep trying to talk. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You see how that felt? Like that's how it feels like when she's singing. It's like, girl, take a breath, but I also understand the desperation. I also understand like the desperation or like the urgency that she feels the need to communicate this. And like, it's like, I can't even take a breath. That's how good it is. You know what I mean? I can't even take a breath. That's how much I love this person or this man that she's talking to, like, that's what that feels like to me. Okay. Same, Marcia. Same. Same Z's. Okay. That's when I first saw this performance, y'all. I don't even know where I was. I don't know how I found it by accident, YouTube algorithm, random recommend. And I was like, I'm in because I like Alice Smith. When I saw this for the first time, my face looked exactly like this. Okay. Okay. There's nothing else that you can do. And for me, like the response of the audience is not, again, like not matching her energy. But again, I understand because you got to sit there and rock quietly and look at her like, oh my God. Like, oh my, like listen, like just in awe of her, you know? So yeah, same. I was cracking up. And I love that the cameraman got this because same cameraman. Sorry, y'all, I was mesmerized. But yes. Okay, yes. Hold on. Her pulling down the dress, like let me adjust myself real quick while I belt out these notes. You she knows. She knows she's talented. Okay, hold on. Let me start here, I think. Yes. The the raising the arms and expansion, like I present myself to you. I'm a fool for you. You know what I mean? I present myself to you. How could you not love me? I love you, right? Like, she's amazing. She's amazing. And that just like, and the look into the audience, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean, right? Like, you feel me? Like, that's almost like how she's looking at us in response when she sings this part. But yeah. Yes. Almost like, can I get a witness? You know, like almost like that. Like, okay. But yes, let's continue. She's singing this song with her whole soul, like with her whole body. Her entire being is here in this moment. Like she is not overthinking it. She's here. She's like conduit, music, like, and you could tell by like the way that she stopped, like she was walking away from the mic and like she paused for a second, like, no, let me add to this. Let me come back because I got something to say. And like she came back to the mic and started like belting. I love that she's in this moment creating. Like she's here in this moment. Like it's not over rehearsed. It's not overdone. I'm sure that she practiced, right? But it doesn't feel practiced. It doesn't feel rehearsed. It feels like she's organically in the moment creating with the people singing background with her, instrumentalists, uh, the lights, all the people. It's just it's just amazing. And also when she sung that last note, I'm a fool for you, it's like she shot out electricity into the audience and like everybody was finally like, wow, this is amazing. You know what I mean? Like I'm having an experience. But yes. Just the vocal accents, the growing, like, she's so good. Like she's such an artist. In the last video I talked about painting, how they were painting with their voices. She also does that. Like all artists do that. Like all singers do that. Like they have their own accents, they have their own styles, they use their own colors. Like there's a certain palette that they, tend to stick to. And her like ID, almost like her thumbprint is like here. You know what I mean? She's just organic. I don't know how to explain it, but she's amazing. So hold on. Let's go back a little bit. And again, I don't know what colors or whatever, what color palette specifically she would be, but like she also paints with her voice. Like she's very, oh, let me add something here. She uses her voice as an instrument, like as an instrument in the way that it was meant to be used. Like she uses the fullness of her voice. Like, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. That was what I was trying to say. She uses the fullness of her voice. Like she expands. She's not afraid of expansion. She's not afraid of even the in between notes and like the colors that people might not find so pretty. She's not bound by specific color palettes. It's like she takes all the colors. She does all the things. You know what I mean? And she's brilliant and she's so good at it because she's just being herself. And I want to be expressive in that way, like not sounding like her, obviously, because I don't sound like her, but like I want to feel that freedom to perform like that, to express, to tell a story, to be here in the moment, to trust my voice, for my voice to trust me. She's just like a great, like she's just like a class study, you know, like a case study on a class study. She's like a case study on bravery and like experimentation, like jazz, all those kinds of things, scatting, improv. She's amazing. Amazing. Just open mouthed. Like from the gut. Let me go back. First of all, shout out to the background singers. Y'all did that. The harmony sounds amazing. Okay. Background singers, y'all, they work really, really hard. A lot of times they got to be better than the main singers. Okay. Like they're really, really, really good at what they do. So shout out to y'all. That harmony was amazing. And it's almost like it felt like she felt it. She went like this on her back. And it's almost like she got chills when they harmonized. Let me see. It's like she's possessed. Like she's a woman possessed. And she fully embodies the song, the performance, the space. Like she demands attention. And she's fully expressed. She's like, look at this. Like even these poses are like, it's not like, oh, I'm trying to be cute and sexy. It's like, no, this is how I feel. You know? And so, yeah, like, so anyway, the background singers, they harmonized and it felt like she felt it like, oh, yes. And then like, you know, walked up to the mic in her little heels and I'm a fool for you, holding out that and having that feel like electric just go out into the audience, like just cutting through everything that I'm a fool for you. And then straight into the open mouth, almost like throw your head back, exhausted singing. Girl, Alice, we're going to listen to that part one more time. Okay, first of all, to go from open mouth, like gritty, in your face singing to a very refined, I'm a fool, right? Like just like, girl, what? The bending, the dancing she does with her singing is just, it's intoxicating. It really is intoxicating. Let me go back to, yeah, because the pause was like, I think she was like, I'm ready to wrap this up. um, but don't you worry. The ending is one of my favorites. One of my favorite endings ever. But first of all, her face, she lifted her eyebrows at that note that she sang for you. Let me rewind. Okay, you see how her eyebrows are raised, right? And she's almost like positioning herself from singing in that higher voice. It's almost like she's this is how it feels to me. Like I'm gonna do all the things. I ain't got no voice right now, but I'm gonna do all the things, right? I'm gonna present myself in a way. I'm a fool in a very, refined way. And then she says, such a fool. And then for you starts very high here and then gets back into that like guttural and looks the audience dead in their eye. Like, you thought I was about to be pretty ending? No, I'm not. I'm about to let the bottom fall out. And I love it. I love it. Okay. I'm geeking. Let me mute myself and play this so that y'all can experience this one more time. Yes, it's like she got, instead of I'm not performing like the niceties, and she got comfortable with herself and became herself and ended on the note of herself. Like she came in like herself and then, hello, I'm here. And then left out like, I'm here. Like I'm confident. And I love also how she changed her shoulder from one shoulder to the other, almost like transitioning from one person to the other, from one identity to the other. Like I was saying, like it felt like she was trying to be like, prim and proper. I'm a fool, such a fool for you, turn, ooh. And like she got serious, ooh, right? Like, ooh, ah, girl. So yes, that is one of my faves. One more time, y'all. Let's do it one more time because one more time for good measure. Okay, yes. So let me mute and let me let it play from the beginnings. So yeah, this I love the fact that she ended on a low note. Artists, female artists don't usually do that because it's almost like it's embedded in us that women go high. Women perform high, and it's almost like performative femininity too. Like they go hand in hand because not every artist is like that. And so it's like, oh, if you can't sing high like this, then you can't be a singer if you're a woman, right? But nobody says that about men. It's just like men can sing, down here, they can whisper sing, and nobody, says anything. Which, by the way, whisper singing I love. I think there's space for all of us. But I'm just saying, for women, make more space, make more room. For women like Alice Smith, for women who play bottom, for women who are unafraid and unashamed, just brave singing. And I think that's why I was so captivated by her, because she's so brave and she's so unapologetic. That's the word. Alice Smith is unapologetic. She makes no apologies. She adjusts herself and says, repeats what she's saying again. Like she's sure of herself. And that's one of the reasons why I love her. I just gush. She's one of my woman artists Hall of Famers. if you will. Every time I see her, I'm moved. I'm moved in some way. And it's different every time I see her, even when she sings the same song. So, yeah, shout out to Alice Smith. But hopefully you enjoyed it. What do you think? What are your thoughts? And also share some songs if you wanna, I don't know, if you want me to listen to them. Yeah, we can share. I'm sharing, so share with me, okay? And then I'll talk to you on the next one. I don't know. I don't know how to end this. But I hope you all enjoyed the song. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, day, morning, whenever you see this. And until next time, y'all, listen to the music. Music makes you feel better. All right. Bye. Yay.